One winter morning in Arendelle, the snow sparkled brighter than usual. Elsa felt a strange shiver of magic in the air. "Something's not right," she whispered, looking toward the ice peaks, the tallest mountains beyond the fjord. Anna bounced in. "Adventure?" she asked with a grin. Elsa nodded. "Adventure." And Olaf, wearing his little permafrost cloud, cheered, "Snow much fun, Dila." Together, they set off into the snowy wilderness. As they climbed higher, a fierce storm blew across the peaks. But this wasn't an ordinary blizzard, it seemed alive. Snow swirled into shapes of wolves made of ice. They howled and chased the trio. Anna swung her lantern to distract them while Elsa raised icy walls to block their path. Olaf bravely slid down the slope on his carrot nose. Ouch! To trip one icy wolf. Together, they escaped into a glowing ice cave. Inside the cave, they discovered an enormous crystal pulsing with blue light, the crystal heart of winter, an ancient source of magic that kept Arendelle's winters safe and beautiful. But cracks spread across it, making the storm grow wild and dangerous. "Someone is trying to break it," Elsa gasped. From the shadows stepped a new foe, an ice phantom, a spirit who wanted endless blizzards to cover the world. With the crystal heart broken, it hissed, "Winter will belong to me." Elsa raised her hands to shield Anna and Olaf, but the phantom storm was powerful. Anna grabbed Olaf's twig arms and whispered, "We have to distract it. Elsa needs time." Olaf, giggling nervously, rolled right up to the phantom. "Hi, ever thought about warm hugs?" Zico. While the phantom sneered at Olaf's silliness, Anna leapt forward and struck the crystal with her lantern light. Elsa focused her power and sang out, sending streams of shimmering snowflakes into the cracks. Together, their warmth and courage mended the crystal heart. The cave blazed with dazzling light. The storm dissolved, and the phantom melted into harmless snowflakes that drifted gently to the ground. Outside, the blizzard ended, and the mountains shone in peace again. Olaf spread his twig arms wide. "See, who knew saving the world could be so cool?" Anna laughed, hugging him tight. "You're the bravest snowman I know." Elsa smiled at them both. "We saved Arendelle together." And so, the sisters and their snowy friend returned home, hearts warmer than ever, ready for their next adventure. Moral of the story: true strength comes from love, courage, and facing storms together. Deep beneath the sparkling waves of the ocean, in a kingdom of glowing corals and singing seashells, stood the Grand Coral Palace. Once every full moon, the palace opened its pearly gates for a magical mermaid sleepover, where young mermaids and sea creatures gathered to celebrate, tell stories, and share secrets of the sea. This time, 3 best friends, Marina, the brave mermaid with shimmering aqua fins, Coralina, who could talk to sea animals, and Luna, who wore a crown that glowed whenever magic was near, were invited. Excited, they packed their pearl pillows, seashell lanterns, and favorite starfish snacks. The palace glittered brighter than ever that night, glowing with lanternfish light. The friends laughed, played games with dolphins, and shared magical tales under the moon's silver beams. But then, as midnight struck, the palace lights flickered and a mysterious whispering current rushed through the hall. "Did you hear that?" Luna asked, her crown glowing faintly. Marina swam closer to the great pearl doors. "Something's calling us from the forbidden reef." The three friends held hands and bravely followed the current out of the palace. They passed glowing jellyfish, twisty kelp forests, and hidden caves until they reached the dark forbidden reef, a place no young mermaid dared to go. There, they discovered a giant seashell locked tight with glowing runes. A soft voice echoed, "Free me, and the sea will shine again." Coralina pressed her ear to the shell and gasped. "It's the Moon Pearl Guardian. She's been trapped for years." Together, the girls used their gifts. Marina's courage to swim through swirling whirlpools, Coralina's bond with animals to ask an octopus to untangle the glowing seaweed around the shell, and Luna's crown magic to break the final rune. The shell opened with a swirl of silver light, and out floated the Moon Pearl Guardian, a gentle spirit with wings made of water and stars. She bowed to them. "You have freed me, and for your bravery I bless the Coral Palace with endless light and joy." When they returned, the palace glowed more beautifully than ever. The sea creatures cheered, and the sleepover turned into a grand ocean celebration. That night, as they curled up on pearl beds, Marina whispered, "This was the most magical sleepover ever." And under the sparkling waves, the Coral Palace stood brighter, filled with laughter, mystery, and the courage of three brave mermaids. In the kingdom of Moonvale, a grand celebration was near the Festival of Crowns. Every princess of the royal family was to wear a gown woven with threads of starlight. But there was a secret tradition. Before a princess could wear her gown, she had to pass the enchanted gown test, a magical challenge hidden deep within the castle's mysterious tower. Princess Elara, the youngest of the royals, was both excited and nervous. Her gown, shimmering with silver and blue light, waited for her in a glass chest. But when she touched it, the gown whispered softly, "Prove your courage, prove your kindness, prove your truth." And suddenly, whoosh! The gown lifted into the air and flew up into the tower. Elara followed, climbing winding staircases lit only by flickering candles. The air grew colder, and shadows stretched long like claws. At the top, she found 3 glowing doors. Each had a riddle written in golden light, the door of courage. Step into the dark where fears awake. Face what you dread for your gown's sake. The door of kindness. A creature will beg, though it looks unkind. Help or deny you, choose what you'll find. The door of truth. Speak who you are with no disguise. Only honesty opens my eyes. Elara's heart thudded, but she took a deep breath. In the door of courage, she faced a swirling storm of shadows that hissed like serpents. Her knees shook, but she held her lantern high and shouted, "You are only fear, not real." The shadows melted into sparkles and vanished. In the door of kindness, she found a snarling, scruffy wolf caught in a thorny trap. Its teeth gleamed sharp, but its eyes were filled with pain. Instead of running, Elara knelt and gently freed it. The wolf licked her hand, then turned into a shining silver guardian who bowed before her. Finally, in the door of truth, a mirror appeared. It asked in a deep, echoing voice, "Who are you, Princess Elara? A girl of titles and crowns, or something more?" Elara thought carefully and said, "I am Princess Elara, but more than that I am a friend, a dreamer, and someone who chooses kindness. The mirror glowed so brightly it shattered into stars. When she returned to the tower's hall, the gown descended from above, now glowing brighter than ever. It wrapped around her gently, fitting perfectly. The voice whispered, "You have proven yourself. The gown is yours." That night, at the Festival of Crowns, Princess Alara's enchanted gown sparkled with the light of her courage, kindness, and truth. And though no one else knew of her secret test, she carried the memory forever, proof that magic was not just in gowns, but in the heart of a princess who dared to believe in herself.
One snowy morning, Elsa noticed glowing snowflakes leading to North Mountain. With Anna and Olaf, she followed the trail to a glacier. Touching it, a passage opened, revealing a diamond-like tunnel. Inside, a crystal floated, whispering, "Only true love can awaken what sleeps within." Holding hands, Elsa and Anna filled the chamber with warmth, transforming it into a breathtaking ice garden. Frozen flowers sparkled, and crystal creatures danced. A gentle voice echoed, "Your love has awakened me. Protect this magic, and it will protect Arendelle forever." As they left, the glacier closed, leaving glittering snow. Anna giggled. "Well, that was one cool mystery." Elsa laughed. "Yes, but it reminds me that love is the strongest magic of all," Olaf added. "And don't forget snacks." They returned home, their hearts glowing under the starry sky.
Elsa's shy snow spirit finds her voice. Once upon a frosty evening in Arendelle, Elsa wandered through the snowy woods near her castle. Her magic sparkled gently at her fingertips as she breathed in the crisp, icy air. Suddenly, she felt something different. A faint, shimmering light peeked out from behind a snow-covered pine tree. Curious, Elsa followed it. There, hiding among the snowflakes, was the tiniest snow spirit she had ever seen. The spirit had twinkling eyes like frozen stars and a soft, glowing body made of swirling snow dust. But it looked nervous, shivering as if afraid to be seen. "Hello there," Elsa whispered kindly, kneeling down. "Don't be afraid." The snow spirit opened its mouth, but no words came out, only a tiny puff of frosty mist. Elsa realized the little spirit was shy and couldn't find its voice. Over the next few days, Elsa visited the spirit often. She sang gentle lullabies, let it dance in the snowflakes she created, and told it stories of her own childhood fears. Anna, Olaf, and Kristoff soon joined in, cheering the spirit with songs, laughter, and snow games. But the spirit still couldn't speak. Then, one night, a fierce winter storm swept across Arendelle. The winds howled and the villagers grew frightened as snow piled high on rooftops. Elsa felt the storm was too strong even for her magic alone. Suddenly, the shy snow spirit floated into the sky. Its body glowed brighter and brighter, until at last it let out a voice. Not a timid whisper, but a pure, magical song. The spirit's melody wrapped around the storm like a warm blanket, calming the wild winds and turning the blizzard into gentle snow. When the storm cleared, the villagers cheered. Elsa looked up at the spirit, smiling with pride. "You found your voice," she said softly. The little snow spirit twirled happily in the air, no longer shy, but glowing with courage. From that day on, it became Elsa's snowy companion, sprinkling joy wherever it went, reminding everyone that even the quietest voice can hold the strongest magic. Long ago, in the heart of the moonlit meadow, lived the sparkle-wing fairies, tiny magical beings with shimmering wings that glowed like starlight. Each fairy had a special gift. Leora could hear the whispers of the stars, Zyra could weave light into powerful spells, and Pip, the smallest fairy, could turn laughter into sparks of magic. One night, as the sky filled with shooting stars, the fairies discovered that the wishing star crystal, the heart of their magic, had vanished from the celestial tree. Without it, children's wishes across the world would fade into silence. Guided by the star's faint whispers, Leora, Zyra, and Pip set off on a stardust wishing quest. Their path was full of mysteries. A glowing river that only flowed backwards under the moon. A forest where shadows came alive and tried to trick them. A mountain made of glass that reflected 1,000 possible futures. At the mountain's peak, they met the Keeper of Forgotten Wishes, a tall, hooded figure who had taken the crystal. He revealed he wasn't evil, but lonely. Long ago, he had wished for friends, but no one ever heard his wish. Out of sadness, he stole the crystal so that no one else's wishes would be granted. Pip, with his laughter sparks, lit up the darkness around the keeper and reminded him that no wish was ever truly forgotten. The fairies promised to be his friends, and with a glowing smile, the keeper returned the crystal. As the wishing star crystal rose back into the celestial tree, stardust rained across the sky, and children's wishes once again shimmered bright. From that night on, the sparkle-wing fairies continued their adventures, guardians of starlight, friendship, and every wish whispered beneath the night sky. One frosty morning, Arendelle was peaceful until the sky lit up with a strange silver glow. A trail of sparkling frost stretched across the horizon, pointing toward the distant Silver Mountain, a place no one dared to go. Elsa felt a pull in her heart. "Anna, that glow, it's calling me. I think magic is in danger." Anna's eyes lit up. "Then let's follow it." Every adventure starts with a mystery. Olaf bounced happily. "Ooh, does this mean snacks on the way? Because I packed marshmallows." Kristoff hitched Sven to the sleigh. "Looks like we're headed for another snowy quest." As they traveled, the air grew colder, even for Elsa. The trees sparkled with silver ice, and strange snowflakes shaped like stars floated down. Suddenly, a pack of frost foxes with glowing eyes leapt out of the snow. Anna bravely swung her lantern, while Elsa created a protective ice wall. With teamwork, they gently calmed the foxes, who turned out to be enchanted guardians. "They're not dangerous," Elsa realized. "They're trying to warn us." The foxes dashed off toward the peak of the mountain, so the friends followed. At the top, inside a glittering cave, stood a giant crystal pulsing with light, the frozen heart of Silver Mountain. But it was cracking apart. Beside it was a mysterious figure, a shadow queen of ice, with hair as dark as night and eyes as cold as stars. "You cannot stop me," she hissed. "Once this crystal shatters, I will steal its magic and cover the world in endless frost." Elsa stepped forward. "Magic was never meant to be taken by force." Anna held Elsa's hand. "And you'll never win when sisters stand together." The battle of frost and light. The Shadow Queen raised her staff, sending a storm of sharp icicles. Elsa spun a shield of ice, while Anna darted forward, distracting the queen. Olaf rolled into a snowball to trip her, and Kristoff blocked her icy blasts with Sven's strength. Elsa and Anna then combined their powers, Elsa's icy magic with Anna's warmth of heart. Their bond created a dazzling blizzard of light and snow that surrounded the queen. With a cry, the Shadow Queen vanished into the ice, defeated. The crystal slowly healed, glowing brighter than ever. The mountain released a shower of sparkling snow that drifted gently back to Arendelle. Olaf spun in circles. "Woohoo! Best snow shower ever!" Kristoff smiled. "You two saved not just Arendelle but the world." Elsa hugged Anna. "No magic is stronger than a sister's love," Anna grinned. "And no adventure is complete without marshmallows." Together, they returned home under the silver glow of the mountain, their hearts full of courage and joy, ready for whatever mystery awaited next. One bright morning in Arendelle, the sea sparkled like liquid diamonds. Elsa and Anna were walking along the shore with Olaf when suddenly a tiny fairy with shimmering wings appeared. "My name is Lyra," the fairy said in a tinkling voice. "I need your help. The wicked sea witch Morgana has stolen the Pearl of Tides, the heart of the ocean. Without it, the seas will turn wild and stormy forever." Anna gasped. "The whole ocean? That's terrible." Olaf raised a twig hand. "Wait, does that mean no more beach picnics?" Kristoff chuckled. "Looks like another adventure." The fairy flitted her wings. "But you cannot do this alone. You must find Aurora, the mermaid princess of the Coral Kingdom. She is the only one who can guide you beneath the waves." Following Lyra's golden light, they sailed into the sea. Suddenly, the waves parted, and out rose Aurora the mermaid, her hair glowing like sunlight in water, her tail shining with sapphire scales. "Welcome, friends," Aurora said kindly. "I know why you've come. Morgana has hidden the pearl deep in the Cave of Shadows, guarded by sea monsters. I will take you there." Anna clapped her hands. "A mermaid guide! This is amazing!" Olaf leaned over the boat. "Can I be a merman too? Maybe with a carrot tail?" They swam and sailed into the deep blue sea, passing coral castles, glowing jellyfish, and schools of rainbow fish. But soon, black clouds covered the water. From the darkness, Morgana the Sea Witch appeared, her eyes glowing green, her staff crackling with dark magic. "Foolish princesses, you dare to steal back my pearl?" She unleashed a whirlpool that sucked them down. Elsa froze the swirling waves into icy steps, while Anna leapt from one to another, pulling Olaf to safety. Aurora summoned dolphins to carry them forward. "Impressive," Morgana hissed. "But let's see if you can face the Kraken of the deep." From the shadows rose a giant sea monster with tentacles that whipped the waves. The battle began. Elsa froze tentacles with sharp ice spears. Anna swung on ropes and cut through seaweed traps. Aurora sang a magical mermaid song that calmed the raging water. Lyra the fairy sprinkled golden dust, blinding the Kraken's eyes. Finally, working together, Elsa and Aurora combined their powers, ice and ocean, forming a storm of frozen waves that shattered Morgana's staff. With a furious cry, the sea witch vanished into the depths. Aurora swam to the Cave of Shadows and placed the glowing Pearl of Tides back on its coral pedestal. The ocean instantly calmed, glowing with silver light. "Thank you, brave friends," Aurora said with a smile. "You saved both the land and the sea." Anna hugged Elsa. Another victory for teamwork. Olaf floated on his back. "I think I'm officially part fish now." Kristoff laughed. "Let's just stick to reindeer, Olaf." As the sun set, the waves sparkled, and the northern lights shimmered above the ocean, blessing their new friendship with the mermaid princess and the fairy. And so, Anna, Elsa, Olaf, Kristoff, Fairy Lyra, and Mermaid Aurora returned home, ready for more adventures to come.